Going to show you how to make a quick carrot and coriander soup today. Now, it's one of those soups that anytime I go into a restaurant with friends and it's on the menu, I hear everybody going, oh wow, and they all order it. I think it's just this sort of natural sweetness of the carrots, and the coriander in there I think is everybody's sort of favourite herb, although there are a few people who don't like it. It's either you absolutely love it or you hate it, I think. It does have that sort of strong characteristic aniseed flavour. So just start off by dicing up your carrots. We're going to be blending this, so it doesn't need to be too precise. Also going to grab an onion. Soup is just such a great way of using up leftover vegetables. You're always going to have a few carrots, you're always going to have an onion and a potato lying around. It can be knocked together in a few minutes, it can be put in the fridge. Now, so you've got your onions, your carrots. I've also got a medium pot on the go, so just in with a little bit of olive oil to start with. And we're slowly going to sort of stew these vegetables for about 3 or 4 minutes just to get all those lovely flavours out. So in go the carrots, in go the onions. And then as those start to stew and simmer, we're going to peel a couple of potatoes. And the potatoes are just going to give it that lovely sort of natural body when we blend it. I always use a peeler, but I just think it's faster with a knife. That's because I'm used to it, but I've no worries using a peeler. And off that comes. Now just dice those into small dice. Potatoes aren't any real part of the flavour at this stage, so we'll add those in as soon as all those vegetables have been sweated off for a few minutes. Now you can see those vegetables are starting to really extract loads of flavour out of them. At this stage we're also going to add in those potatoes. A little bit of ground coriander. I'm really trying to keep it very, very basic, this soup. All I want is a simple flavour of the carrots, the coriander, the potatoes to thicken it, and nothing else really. So just cook that coriander out for a couple of minutes. Now as soon as that cooks out, in with our vegetable stock. And all we're going to do is gently let that simmer away for about 15-20 minutes until everything's softened up. We'll blend it, we'll throw some fresh coriander in there, and you're going to end up with an absolutely gorgeous soup. So as you can see, that soup has been simmering away for about 20 minutes. Now if you're not sure if it's cooked, just a little knife through the centre of the carrots and the potatoes. They're lovely and tender. So straight away, without any further ado, we're going to pop it into the blitzer. You could easily use one of those little hand blitzers if you had one of those. I just think these bigger ones give you a quicker result and a lot smoother soup. Now, stalks and all going into this. All the flavour is in the stalks of the coriander, so just chuck it all in. The blender's really sharp. It's going to cut those stalks up. So, pop them on very carefully and just give them a little pulse to start with. Now once it's starting to get a little bit smooth, I've got my cream, I've got a little hole on the top, and just pop that in. That's going to bring the whole soup to a really nice consistency, and it'll be delicious, really, really smooth. For about another 10 seconds. All we need to do now is add a little bit of salt. Now, it's such a fast soup to make. The whole preparation from start to finish, cooking, everything has taken us about 20-25 minutes. Absolutely so fresh. Now, I'm going to serve it up straight away. If it's a little bit too thick, add a little bit more cream. If it's too thin, you can always throw a couple more potatoes in there and cook it for a bit longer. But I particularly like it nice and wholesome and really, really chunky. That's how you make a carrot and coriander soup in no time at all. It's absolutely magical smelling.